Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Guinea Titan, and we're here on Arctic, and I'm on the T34. Top tier. A lot of top tier heavy tanks in the enemy team. Quite a lot of heavy tanks actually in the enemy team. Oh, and there's a Retro Jules. Retro Jules, we have a major YouTube star on our game. Unfortunately, we won't see him. He's in the Hellcat, he's bottom tier, and he goes to different places. I was a bit two minds as to where I wanted to go at the start. You don't really want to take the T34 anywhere on its own. I have played the T34 a lot for the last couple of weeks. More or less exclusively. I haven't actually played anything else. I played it really, really badly. I was kind of experimenting with sniper medals. I'm about to give up. I didn't get the third one. I will sort of review the numbers later. However, I had this game and I just wanted to share it. I decided to go this way, and I'm glad to see that I have a decent amount of support. Because in many other games if I went on my own, things never generally worked out. The reload is just so slow. There are a lot of Tigers in particular, tier 7 tanks in particular, T29s and Tigers, they'll finish you before you get the reload off. You might get the second shot off, but you won't get the third one, sort of thing, because they've got like a 6 to 8 second reload versus the 12.66 I have, like, was roughly 13-second reload on the T34. And if you run into the light tanks and autoloaders, the turret rotation just won't keep up with them. It's generally a bad sign of a light tank driver if you can finish one off with a T34. No sign of the enemy, minute and a half into the game. Quite extraordinary really in many respects. That said, our team are not very proactive either. They're still an enormous cluster of tanks, basically in a useless nowhere position. They're around between FNG 2 and FNG 4. However, we're now running into enemy tanks who have also decided to cluster up and huddle in a very defensive orientation. That shot into in the direction of the AMX AC-46 is kind of typical as well. If I don't really let the gun settle on this tank and give the server time to catch up, or the client time to catch up with the server, the shots tend to go very, very wild. So we're going to put one into the tracks of the Black Prince and hold him in place so that he can be easily finished off, because we need to get rid of the guns. That Craft Panther had the right idea, but he's a bit premature in the execution. You don't run over there while there are still tanks in front of you. Black Prince is out of the way, so we're not going to turn our attention to Churchill 7, because he's an easy shot, he's out in the open, and might as well get rid of him. And we're now going to finish him off if somebody else doesn't do it first, and he's still there with sliver of health. We get rid of him. The Tiger 131 was driving over that when we arrived and has come back to put his piece in, and there's no sign of the tank destroyer, so I'm going to make the move in this direction. There's enough of us here to keep the rest of them occupied, in my opinion, and we'll put one into the 131. Now we do take some return fire, I think both on the 131 and one of the tank destroyers, but this guy's not paying any attention, and we'll put a round into him. And he's backing off. I think he's become aware of my existence, and we bounce a couple of rounds. I want to get another shot into him and then try and use him as cover. Another shot into my gun. That's another problem I've been having a lot lately. Don't know why, but I just seem to be losing the gun modules. The gun and the radio guy in this tank just seem to suffer endlessly. We get rid of the Tiger P. And now there is the 2 tank destroyers and the 131. I think I should be able to poke out to the 131 without exposing myself too much to tank destroyers. He's not paying attention to me, which is excellent. We get rid of him, and there's the Tiger 1 behind him. T103 and the AMX AC-46. Yes, AC-46. Baited a shot there for the T103, but he's backed off again. We might better get one into the AMX AC-46, and we do, and we finish him off. So we're on 4 kills. T103 is going around the corner, and the lads are chasing him up. So I'm not going to bother with him. I'm going to go after that Tiger 1. Somebody's gone into the enemy caps, or our caps, well, encounter cap circle one of the enemy players. But looks like we're getting the upper hand over on the western side of the map as well. So we're closing in on them and bottling them in into a tighter and tighter location. Showed a little too much tank there to the Tiger 1. He put an extra bit of damage into me. And now it's just a matter of basically I want to fire it into the flat surface. I want to shoot at that rather than shooting for the commander's hatches. Be less risky if I shot for the commander's hatches, but I've been just having so much trouble with precise aiming on this tank that I found it's easier to sort of shoot at a flat surface that you know you'll penetrate rather than trying tricky shots that might not hit. So we're coming along, we're doing quite nicely in terms of damage. Put another one in, and that shot hit the ground in front of me, I think. All that dirt splashed up anyway, so it was either me, the Tiger 1 itself that was doing it. We didn't get the kill anyway. And there's only one enemy tank remaining. They've completely melted their position. There's an AMX AC 5100, or an AMX 5100, and he put 2 rounds into me, and I managed to back off before he finished me off. And he's finished the Tiger, and he's finished the other tank in front of me, and 769. We did get the round off, but that wasn't my damage roll. Somebody else finished him while my round was still in flight, so I don't get another kill. Doesn't show up at the end either, so, and I don't think I did any damage on him, but we did 157,000 credits. This tank is actually a good credit earner. Even if you play badly in it, it's still a good, solid credit earner, and you can burn quite a high degree of. I made a lot of credits this time because I didn't use much premium ammo, but I've been bottom tier and just used premium ammo exclusively and not played terribly well, but still made a decent amount of money. So we came top by experience, 4.5k damage. We had an ace tanker, high caliber. Retro Jules, how did he do? Not so great, although not bad. And he still got his fire for effect, and his platoon mate actually did quite well. So a shout out to them. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up. And a share. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now.